London at dawn on a cold, crisp morning, the perfect place to start a whirlwind trip around Europe. I'm setting sail, or should that be setting rail, for a trio of star-studded events to launch the brand new Tintin movie. My first stop will be Brussels, where the film is set to have its world premiere in the city where the character was born, figuratively speaking.
So we're just about to arrive in Brussels, and of course if you're going to go to a premiere you've got to look the part. Alex and Robin said they've arranged something very special for me, so like any good premiere I've got to get spruced up. Let's go and get changed. Okay, this ain't going to work.
Belgium being Tintin's spiritual home, fans are obviously keen to get in on the action, even with blokes who just happen to dress a bit like him.
Well, because of the fact that I actually thought I was getting a three-piece suit nicely tailored and ended up in a Tintin outfit, everyone here in Belgium thinks I am Tintin, and now I'm having photos with people who have no idea who I am other than the blonde-haired skinny fella that looks like he's in the film. So we've had to put the coat back on and hide. See you in a bit.
And with that impromptu photo opportunity over and done with, it's time to get down to the business of the day, meeting the men behind the movie.
Spielberg, lovely to meet you.
Good to meet you.
Would you hold, could you just for a second?
You look like Tintin.
Oh, God bless you, I'm hoping for parts 2 or 3. Stephen, welcome to the world premiere. Why is it so important to be here in Brussels?
Well, this is where Tintin was born, so we didn't want to make a Tintin movie and debut it where he wasn't born. We wanted to honor the memory of Hergé and the Hergé family. You know, Fanny and Nick Rodwell and all the people in Brussels that really, whose grandparents and great-grandparents first discovered Tintin in 1929.
We've asked about part, but what are the chances of part 2 or 3? Be honest, I could be motion captured.
I think your face is great, but I don't know about the color. It's not the same blue we used.
Stephen, God love you for the face bit. Give me Snowy back. Lovely to meet you, sir.
Nice to meet you.
God, you look great. It might be nice if you hold.
Oh,
Could you?
yeah.
You can't keep it. You can't keep it. Welcome to the world premiere.
Oh, thank you for having me, sir. Thank you. For having me.
It's like I've invited you personally. It's like, Belgium, let's come here. Hey, listen, 3 premieres in 2 days,
Yeah,
right?
it's going to be a little busy, but it's great. It's so important that we started here. You know, this is Tintin's hometown. It means so much to these people here as a cultural identity. And to Europe in general, I think this is very much a European story, a very European sensibilities. So I think it's great that we're opening the film internationally first.
Here's the thing. Did you ever get dressed up like this for Tintin, or was it the motion capture work?
Oh, no, motion capture was what we did. I mean, I'm sure I did as a child.
Thanks for that, Jamie. You dressed like this as a child. Thanks for making me feel so much
You
better.
look great, man. I think more people should have done that today.
Do you know what? I feel you're mocking me now.
No.
Give me Snowy back.
All right, you can have him back. There you go. Take care, man.
So, there's no time to take in the glitz and glamour for me. I'm straight back on the train and heading for Le Bel Français. There's just something of a je ne sais quoi about French premieres. It's probably something to do with how crazy fans are about rubbing shoulders with film stars and legendary movie directors.
Hello, you.
How are you?
You still haven't changed.
Jamie, I haven't seen you for, what, 3,
must
maybe
have been at least
4 hours?
5, 6 hours.
5
yeah.
or 6
Yeah,
hours?
yeah. What have you been doing since then? I see
Well,
you didn't change.
I got on a...
At least I changed.
Oh, what are you saying?
No, actually, you're awesome.
The
You look
irony is
awesome.
I've come as you.
No, you look... I don't know why I'm dissing it. You look awesome. You look awesome.
There you are again.
Hello again, sir.
How are you again?
Pleasure to see you. Stephen, 2 premieres in one day.
I've never done that before. This is the first.
How does the reaction here compare to when we saw you earlier today?
Well, it's just the reaction is extraordinary in both Belgium and in Paris, because the reaction is less for us and more for the fact that Tintin has a chance, perhaps, to come back into everybody's life in a different medium, and that's what I think everybody's happy about.
And obviously you've been around the world with your films for a long time now. How does the reaction differ from country to country?
The reaction has been over the moon and back again, as we say to our kids.
And the
Thank you,
reaction
thank you.
is so iconic, even an ET behind us.
Well, they got everything behind it. They got movies I forgot I directed behind them.
Hey, listen, 2 premieres in 2 days.
Yeah, in one day.
In one day. Oh my goodness, see, jet lag.
Yeah.
The nice thing is I've got the night off now that I'm finished
Oh,
with
good
you.
for you.
So
Are
I'm
you
going to
gonna
go
out
to
like that?
No, well, yeah, but I'm going to go to the cinema. I don't know if there's anything any good on. Anything you recommend?
There's this film called The Adventures of Tintin. It's made by a director who hasn't done very much. It's called Steven Spielberg.
No, I don't know his early. I mean, some difficult middle albums, but other than that, it's all right. Yeah, I might go and do it.
No, I think you should. I think you should.
see you,
You're
mate.
drunk.
So I've been mocked by Jamie Bell, and Steven Spielberg still hasn't given me a part in any one of his films, although I've been promised. So it's time to head back to the London premiere. And so I wend my weary way home for the final leg of my European tour. To be honest, I feel a little like Tintin at the moment, although probably at the end of his adventures rather than just 2/3 of the way through. Fortunately, I've arranged for a couple of pals to be waiting in London town to help me over the line.
And here he comes right now, making us question why indeed they made the movie as performance capture when Craig looks the part and would have been a great deal cheaper. How are you? You two promised me an outfit for a premiere. This is not what I thought either of you had in mind.
You look great, though.
Don't patronise me. Yeah, the outfit went down pretty well with the Belgians, and Spielberg and Jamie Bell quite liked it, but I'll be honest, if I wasn't wearing it, I'd shove it at you, and that is your Snowy. Enjoy your London premiere. Well, the Belgians loved it, which probably says a lot about fashion in Belgium right now. But after 3 capitals in 24 hours, Craig does deserve a rest. So we will take it from here.
Indeed we will. Here it is, the UK premiere of The Adventures of Tintin, Secret of the Unicorn, right here in Leicester Square on the blue carpet. Enjoy.
Leicester Square, raise the leaves from the trees and welcome the villain of the piece, Mr. Daniel Craig. Oh, look who it is. It's Mr. Daniel Craig himself. Daniel, how are you?
I'm very good. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you for asking. This is quite special, isn't it? How does it feel being at the premiere?
Well, it's just, I mean, this film's extraordinary. I mean, it's taken, well, 2 years to complete. We finished filming it 18 months ago, or 2 years ago now, and the result's amazing. I mean, I'm incredibly impressed by it, and it looks like Tintin, so that's all that matters.
I was going to possibly be in on the writing process with Joe and Edgar, Joe Cornish and Edgar Wright. I went to meet Steven and have a chat, and he said, hey, you're an actor as well, why don't you be in the film instead? And I said, okay. And he said, well, Thompson twins are good. Is there another one you can think of? And I thought, oh, I've got just the guy. His name's Nick Frost.
You worked with Simon, who you've worked with on numerous occasions before.
Yeah.
Was it just like you again?
I think any time where we get to spend 30 days in a really nice hotel in Santa Monica and shoot a film with Steven Spielberg and Daniel Craig and Peter Jackson and Kathy Kennedy is fine by me.
How you doing? It's cold, isn't it? It's very cold outside.
Would you say you were nervous then, perhaps meeting Steven Spielberg for the first time? Because I mean, he is a bit of a legend, isn't he? Let's be honest.
Yeah, I rang my mum straight afterwards, literally. In the car park at Giant Studios in Santa Monica, I sat on the bumper of my hired car and went, Mum, I just had a meeting with Steven Spielberg, and he was really nice.
Can I sign your lens like Federer?
How did it come about that you were involved in this in the first place? Did you get a call from Spielberg or Jackson?
I did get a call from Spielberg, but quite amazingly, someone rang up from his office to say, Nick, Steven's going to be phoning you in about 10 or 20 minutes. Can you be ready? And weirdly, I was making puff pastry for my wife. And it gets to a point with puff pastry where you can't leave it. You cannot leave it. So when the phone rang and I saw it was an American number, I was at a point where I couldn't leave the pastry. So I just had to let the phone ring off. And then there was a message from him saying, hey Nick, it's Steven, just wondering if... So I think that was the first time in 30 years that someone had not answered his call. I'm amazed I'm here, to be perfectly honest.
Oh my gosh, did you ever tell him why you hadn't answered the phone?
I said, oh God, I was at a really treacherous point with this pastry and I couldn't leave it, and I think he liked my,
your devotion to baking.
Yeah, it's a patisserie.
Magnifique. Magnifique. Nick Frost, have a great evening. It's a pleasure to see you again.
It's nice to see you again.